to be anywhere near you.
Right. Come on, why you ask for an interview then if you don't want to be near me? Come on, guys, stop playing with me.
That's why we always got to make these interviews virtual.
You act like I got cooties. I got what's that word? I got cooties. You act like I got cooties or something.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, guys, stop playing with me.
Are we recording?
And we always record. We always recording. You recording if you like it or not, because it's a simulation, and the devil, who is God, is always recording, right? So you ain't got to worry about if you record it or not. Just make sure you're ready, right? Because listen, a lot of people get confused in the world. A lot of people think that life is not a movie. They don't believe they're action figure, but everybody's an action figure, gang. So action. Let's start.
It's a simulation, and somebody's watching us right now. And I think I seen Elon Musk say that don't let your life ever be too boring, so the simulation will keep you alive.
You know what that means, right? Listen, let me say this, right? A lot of people know this, right? A lot of people think that death is like happen out of nowhere. But death happens when your life have no more purpose. Let me tell you what I mean. When you stop looking forward to tomorrow, your body say, I don't want to live no more. So Elon Musk kind of like, right? Because like, who want to live in a boring simulation? Nobody.
I hear that. Okay, so I'm going to get into this wild night that you had. I guess you are out there in North Carolina, and you're with Charleston White. You guys are doing a comedy show. And from what I understand, you guys had quite a wild night where all types of wild went down.
Listen, it wasn't the night I was worried about. It was the day. Let me say what I mean, right? A lot of people seen the night, but nobody's seen the day. You ever been in North Carolina?
No, I haven't.
Listen, North Carolina is the thing that all the women are men. Listen, this is what I mean, right? All the women are extra aggressive, meaning they talk too much, meaning they too aggressive, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. I like North Carolina, but we was in some place called Winston-Salem. And the last time I heard about them is they made cigarettes, right? So evidently everybody won't smoke there. But we was on a tray foe, right? That's what they call it. Listen, I didn't even know that North Carolina had a gang, right? But listen, and you said something like, kind of like, look, I was not with Charleston White, right? Charleston White was with me, right? Listen, so why you act like I'm with somebody? You ever seen me with somebody? Anybody you saw me with, I guarantee you they was with me. Right, I ain't with nobody. Stop playing on me. But listen, we was in North Carolina, right? And it's kind of like crazy because like what happened actually happened. I never saw Charleston White do exactly what he do on the internet in person until I seen it right there, right? Listen, it started kind of crazy. Listen, it was a girl there. I was like, oh, listen, I don't know if she was a girl, I don't know if she was a man, but she was beefing with Charleston White, and Charleston White kind of like disrespected her real bad because she had a stomach, Capone. You ever seen a pregnant woman before, Capone?
I have seen a pregnant woman.
Yeah, she looked like she was pregnant, but looked like she probably wasn't pregnant, but looked like she stuck with that pregnant look. Like, yeah, that's what her mama, it's like she got a lot of in the stomach, right? That's what her mama, listen, and so she getting into it with Charleston White, and listen, I'm gonna say this about Charleston White. Charleston White more gangster than the GDs, the BDs, and the Vice Lords. That's more gangster than God.
Okay, take me through it. Take me through it, though. So you guys are at this comedy show, right? And I believe you go do a little 10-minute set.
Nah.
And then you get off, and then Charleston White goes up to do his set.
Nah, that ain't what happened. Listen, you see on the internet, what happened was, before that, we was in the dressing room, right? And Charleston White walked in. When Charleston White walked in, he saw a whole lot of in there. He said, oh, y'all got me up. Yeah, yeah, get me out of here. So instantly, it was already tension. The crowd saw that. So Charleston White went upstairs. He went to the rooftop. Listen, they made this a place to sit. I swear to God, Mom, it's cold as hell upstairs. They went to the rooftop. Right? So I go do my 10 minutes. I call him out to do his 10 minutes. He wouldn't come out. So by him wouldn't come out to the right song, they tried to make him come out to Baby. He like, man, I'm not coming out to that Baby song. I'm not coming out to that. So that was the problem. The crowd was already, you know how people be when they be waiting, they never come?
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of like what it was. So I did my 10 minutes. They waiting on Charleston White, so they already upset. They already mad out there. All right? And listen, that's what happened. So when he came out, they was already aggressive because he already disrespected them. They thought he disrespected them by not paying them no mind, by not wanting to be around them. And Charleston White like that though.
So he gets out there, and from what I understand, he starts like dissing the whole city
yeah.
and starts going off on the whole crowd.
Yeah,
Like,
no, listen, yeah, he dissed, listen, I'm telling you this, he ain't dissed the whole city. He told all them, he said, listen, all y'all are nothing. He said, I come from a place to where my mama took care of me. Y'all don't got no mama. Y'all don't know who y'all mama or y'all daddy is. He was just disrespecting them bad. He got all on the ground, like y'all watching, y'all all heard y'all mama. Y'all cousins, and the crowd was just getting mad and madder. I'm like, how the f do it in their face, right? But that don't even cut it. In a wheelchair came. He choked out in a wheelchair game. That's what going on.
Okay, so what happened that made him choke the guy out on the wheelchair guy?
Listen, so you gotta understand, like he trying to do his set, and now he dealing with a crowd that's not laughing at nothing. North Carolina is a crazy ass crowd. All the men is there, but all the men are really women, and all the women are really men. It's kind of weird. But Charleston White was trying to do his comedy, but they wasn't laughing. They like, oh, that shit ain't funny. They weren't laughing like it was funny. So at the same time, come through like a paraplegic. Listen, I swear to my mom, he was like driving the thing with his mouth because he couldn't even barely even move. So this come riding through, he got the music up real loud. Charleston White like, turn that music down. Turn that music down. And the dude trying to turn the music down, but he can't turn the music down, Capone, because he can't move his hands. So he like this, trying to turn the music down, but it's taking him a long time because he's trying to take it down with his mouth. Charleston White get frustrated and run off stage and run over to him and try to grab that speaker. So he tried to grab his speaker the whole time. The speaker's like in his legs. It's kind of like hard to take from. He can't feel. He can't feel his legs. So Capone, he right there trying to fight this Charleston White with his legs, but he can't feel his legs. So the boom box is stuck in his legs. And so he gets a choke out like this, and he let go of it, and then he turned it off and ran back on stage. Here's the crazy part about it: why they was robbing that, why he was choking them. They was robbing him, and everybody in the crowd was just was robbing him and choking him.
Okay, so at this point, does he get kicked out of the show? Like, I heard he had...
What the you mean he didn't get kicked out the show? Everybody in the club wanted to kill him. So listen, so Charleston White, he get on the stage. When he get on the stage, now mind you, now he on the stage. That ain't shit. The girl trying to come from him for one end. Now on the other end, trying to come from him too. So now he's stuck on the middle of the stage. He on the middle of the stage, like, watch my back. Make sure they don't come get me. This crazy as the whole club is surrounded trying to come get this. So you got Charleston White in the middle, and you got me on one end. The two security guards, they so scared, they get to running. Listen, gang, I swear on mama. Listen, North Carolina, y'all wrong. The security guard, they didn't have no gun, no flashlight, no whistle, no nothing. I was like, that was just black with a ski mask on. So when the crowd started coming, the security running. So I'm standing there doing magic. I'm trying to hit everybody with the spirit of love. So every time I try to touch everybody, calming them all down instantly. You gotta be there to see that. So I'm calming everybody down instantly while they trying to get to Charleston White. I look behind me, Charleston White ain't behind me no more. They got him closed in the dressing room. So now they got that locked in the dressing room, and the whole crowd is outside the dressing room while Charleston White's locked on the inside. I swear God, mama.
Okay, so one of the ladies that rushed the stage, he was calling her she was going off on her. And then I guess Charleston White picked up a camera and swung it at her?
Listen, he picked up a camera only because the first thing he picked up wasn't big enough. Right? So mama, first he picked up the microphone, and the microphone wasn't big enough. He picked up another microphone for the hit her with it, but she was still coming, so he picked up the camera. By the time he picked up the camera, that went up. I said, this is crazy. This hit this with this camera? That's why mama, I was like, what's wrong with this? So at this time, his hand up, that's when the guards popped in. That's what I was telling you about. But what I was telling you about was happening at the same time. So while this was doing that, I'm on the other side trying to stop her boyfriend, because her boyfriend coming on the left side.
Okay, now, and I guess at some point, the disabled guy starts flashing a red light at you guys, or a red beam at you guys?
Listen, I swear to my mama, now we thought that was a beam from a gun. Like, we didn't know what was going on the whole time. He's a rapper. He a real rapper. He from the Trey 4. He was a real street at one point in time until he got shot. So he a real gangster. Charleston White is choking out a real gangster that just don't got his legs no more. I don't know. I mean, it's good. I mean, he just ain't got no legs. He can't feel at the bottom, but he's still a gangster in his mind. So when we saw that beam, I thought that was a gun, right? That's what I'm on. But listen, how you know about the beam? How you see it?
I just know.
How you know?
I know, man. I got eyes and ears all
No,
over,
you ain't
man.
supposed to know about that, gang. Like you had something to do with that?
What do you mean? Did I have something? You think I sent the?
I'm saying that's
the
a blast.
paraplegic
That's
guy?
a blast. How you know about the beam? Nobody saw the beam. You can't see the beam on the video. How you know about the beam, Capone?
I just know, man. I got eyes and ears everywhere.
Nah, you the Fed. You the Fed.
I don't think so. Well, okay. I just know. But things get crazy, and you guys go back to the dressing room, and now everybody's chasing you guys back there.
No, listen, here's the crazy part. You know, Terrence Gangster Williams was with us, right?
Yep.
You ain't seen him in no video, did you?
Nope.
Now, I don't know what he went. He went and hid. He was the one that was with Charleston White. So the whole time, I'm like, what the f***? So we inside the dressing room at this point, because I go in. I'm trying to tell Charleston White. I'm like, Charleston White, everything good is love. He in there going crazy. They got to kill me in here. Yeah, I'm ready to die. I'm like, this nuts. The f*** wrong with I never seen nobody act like that. The whole time, Charles Gangster winning me on the other side, and I can feel his ass shaking. I was like, Mom, you ever felt the ass shaking?
I have not felt to do the shaking. No, I can't say.
I felt this. I ain't feeling with my hand. I'm not talking about with my hand. I'm not talking about like that, Capone. I thought I felt the vibration like you was nervous. You ever seen somebody nervous before that was shaking?
I've seen people nervous before, yep.
Yeah, that's how his was doing. His was nervous. I'm sorry, Mom, that's not no gay shit either. It just sound like it, all right? But we on the inside, this Charleston White going nuts. So I'm by the door. Now we on the inside with like 4 people. And all the people on the inside, they trying to get out. But we can't get out because we ball guarded in by everybody on the outside. That's what's going on, Mama.
Okay, now you guys are on the inside. People are trying to get you, but at the same time, there's a fight that breaks out. Like 2 different gangs are going at it or something like that.
No, this is the fault. You tripping? No, it wasn't no gangs fighting. They was fighting trying to get the Charleston White. Right? So you got to think about it. They fighting the security trying to get the Charleston White, and Charleston White on the inside not fighting nobody. Listen, we on the inside. They outside fighting trying to get in. The door is pushing open and pushing it closed. Because every once in a while, get closer, yell, I'm going to kill you, Charleston White. You dead. That's all you heard. You dead. They're like chanting it. And the door steady booming and booming and booming open. That's what's going on, Mom. I can't make this up.
And at some point outside, some shots start going off?
Listen, now that's the part that, Capone, how the f*** you know? No, listen, now this gets so crazy, you gotta be the feds. Because nobody reported about no gunshots. Nobody reported about that. That's why you called me like you want to do the interview, because you already know. You should did the interview yourself. Because you know everything already. But yeah, gang, shots went off. And when the shots went off, it was kind of crazy. So the shots went off, the door pop open. And when the door pop open, more females run in. I'm like, they got us. But when these run in, they, boom, take their clothes off. These was undercover police. So the pop that we heard, we thought was gunshots, was one of them grenade things. You know, that they hit and they boom and they make the whole place light up, and when they go save the victim and like that.
Yep.
When the SWAT team blow that thing down to go save the victim, and they go boom.
Yep.
Now you don't know. Now you crazy.
Oh, I said, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what happened. They hit the boom, and there was a SWAT team coming to get Charleston White that we thought was a shot. It wasn't never no shot. There was the police coming to save Charleston White. And listen, that's crazy. He never touched the phone. I'm right there watching. He never touched the phone. They knew exactly where he was. They knew exactly how to come get him. I don't understand that, gang. That's one special. And I'm up for Charleston White.
So what were you doing during all this chaos?
I was talking to the spirits. It was chaotic. So I had to keep the situation calm, right? So I was talking to the spirits because one thing about it, I wasn't there to kill, right? If I was there to kill, then I would have killed everybody, but I wasn't there for that, right? I was talking to the spirits, and I was just looking at everybody, and everybody was pretty scared. Everybody thought they was about to die. I mean, it looked like you was about to die. You ever had 500 at one door in trying to get you before, Capone?
I can't say I have. Not 500.
Yeah. So it didn't feel good, but it's something that had to be done. That's all. I didn't want to be there, but I had to be there. What you gonna do if you there? A lot of people turn their back on people once it go down, but if I'm there with you and it's going down, then I'm there with you. It gotta go down. All right. I'm not saying I roll with Charleston White, but if I'm with Charleston White, then I roll with Charleston White because I never saw it like Charleston White. Listen, I see a lot of that talk, right? But I see that now they're gonna talk and stand about what he talking about. Charleston White, a different type. Listen, ain't no like Charleston White, gang. That's what I got, mama. I ain't met like Charleston White since Jesus.
What was Charleston White doing while it was really chaotic?
Foaming at the mouth. I don't know, he was foaming at the mouth. Just listen, you gotta think about it. He had just been in a wreck. You know, he came from there to there, and he just got in a wreck in Texas. So he came straight there. They had a concussion. He wasn't thinking good. He was back at that tripping, running around ratting. Telling me he ready to die, ready to kill. Telling me I forgot my mace. I'm like, what the mace was gonna do? You got 500. Just talk about mace. Come on, gang. Listen, I don't think he all the way together. Listen, Charleston White don't get no. Something wrong with Charleston White, Capone. I was like, mama. And that's what I realized. I realized that Charleston White got a problem. But you gotta love him. You gotta love him.
And now the police come and get him, and they drag him out of there, and they give him a police escort safely back to, I guess, his hotel?
No, listen, it's crazy. No, so when the police come get him, I'm in there too. So I'm thinking like they finna get all of us, but they get Charleston White and they go. So I step back because I had left my camera equipment. By the time I get my camera equipment, I go outside. The place is full of police. I talk about what's that? DEA, FBI, everything. Every police with an alphabet letter was outside, but it was no Charleston White. I didn't see Charleston White nowhere. So I'm looking. I'm like, where the f*** did Charleston White go? So at the time, my car was in the front. So they got my whole car surrounded. They telling me I can't leave. I'm like, what the f*** I can't leave for? Like, what the f***? So you gotta think about it. Charleston White disappeared. Nobody saw him. He didn't go to the hotel. This went to the town over, an hour away. He was saying, no, I can't go to the hotel. They gonna get me. He said, yeah, let me disrespect it like that. He got to kill me. So I can't give him love. I already gave him hate. Charleston White was tweaking on G, on B. Gang
Man,
shit,
so have this changed your perspective of wanting to do shows with Charleston White?
Hell no, I'm going back. Listen, I feel like I want this action packed. Stop playing with me. Listen, that's action packed. Listen, hanging with Charleston White is better than hanging with the YNs, right? You'll get it more with Charleston White, but this genius. Let me tell you what a lot of people don't know. You remember we talked about in the wheelchair?
Yep.
Charleston White set that up. You know why he set that up?
Why'd he set it up?
Because they tried to rob him the night before. Right? This is what you don't know. See, what you don't understand, this is what your news don't get. So they brought him to the club, gave him a good back end, but took Charleston White to another club, introduced him to somebody, right? And he told that somebody to rob Charleston White. So Charleston White knew he was about to get robbed, but at the same time, Charleston White had somebody come that knew the people. So they didn't rob him that night. Their plan was to rob him in that club. So Charleston White had to have an out. So he told that man in the wheelchair to come over there and do that. He called it control chaos. But what he couldn't control was that acting crazy with a crazy. That's what he couldn't control. That's why you don't play the energy. You don't play with people like that. But he was smart. He got away from that. They was trying to rob him. Right? And that's something your police didn't even know. Yeah, they were gonna rob him. Yeah.
Man.
You ain't want that news. Yeah, you ain't want that news. You wanted Charleston White to be wrong. Yeah, he wasn't wrong. That's why listen, everything he did was for a reason.
I don't really care if he's wrong or right. I'm just thought it was a pretty wild story.
Yeah, you just want the news. You just want the news.
I just want the news. I just want the news.
You don't got no heart. You got no heart for this. Why you doing it? You ain't got no heart. All right, Charleston White, a human being. You ain't got no heart, Capone. What's wrong with you?
Man, Charleston White disses dead babies.
Come on,
Hold
who don't? Everybody just dead, baby. Nobody give a fuck about babies.
Charleston White got no heart at all. What are you talking about, bro? He just is dead babies,
who give a
bro.
fuck about babies? Everybody pretend to have a heart.
Everybody cares about babies.
Stop. Everybody in the world pretend to have a heart. Everybody pretend, but they all wearing a mask. As soon as you make a mask, they reveal who the they really is. You know who Charleston White is for the moment you see him, right? Everybody in the world, even the baby want a mask. That baby gonna cry for food. As soon as you get a baby some food, the fucking baby gonna smile. The baby is a finesse. At least you know who the Charleston White is. Charleston White is better than the baby. So everybody dead ass baby. Oh, why you make me say that, Capone? Why you do that? Why you do that?
You've been hanging around Charleston White a long time. You're turning heartless like him.
No, it ain't about heartless, right? It's about having control of your emotions. See, everybody let words dictate what they should say. So everybody worry about what Charleston White say because the whole world is emotional. See, Charleston White don't move off emotion, he move off logic. But the whole world moving off emotion, so it don't make sense to them what Charleston White is doing, right? I said, mama, that's why you doing what you doing. See, I don't understand. They was trying to rob him, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this for everybody watching. Everybody in the world is the devil, but they thinking that they God.
Well, I am glad you made it out of there.
Come on, gang. What the fuck? No, you
made
not.
it out of there safe.
No, you not. You're not glad I made it. Listen, if I didn't make it out, you would have felt the next to sit there and talk about me. You got your news no matter which way it went. You don't care. That's the thing in the world. Nobody cares, but they act like they do. Listen, I'm gonna say this, gang. You don't give a fuck about me. Only thing you give a fuck about is the fact that you know when you post this story, it's going up because I have inside. I know what the fuck really happened. Come on, gang. Stop playing with me like you love me. You don't love me. You don't know what the love is. The world is confused. A human can't even love. That's the thing. No human even got the ability to love.
You think I'm so heartless?
Yeah, because you don't pay me enough.
Hold on. That I wouldn't care if you died. That's pretty heartless, bro.
No, you would listen.
I wouldn't care.
If you gave you would pay me more to take care of my funeral expenses. The way you pay me right now, if I die right now, they bury me in a box.
You owe me money. You owe me money. You owe me money. You owe me money.
Come on, guys, stop playing on me. Big homie CC owe you money. That's who owe you money.
Me and Big homie CC, we make a lot of content, bro. We do.
Too much. He make content with you, and anybody got a camera, he gon'.
That makes me want to ask you, man, why are you so jealous of Big homie CC?
Listen, I'm not jealous of him. It's just the fact that always in everybody's business. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand him like that. Like, how he know about everything he talk about? Like, I don't know. I'm confused. I think that's CIA. That's what I'm telling you. Like, it ain't no way he know everything that he know instead he knowing it. Come on, gang. This got a ghost traps and all kind of that don't know regular human got.
So because he knows a lot, that drives the emotions, that drives the jealousy.
No, because he lying. Don't no man know that much. Listen, I'm gonna say this, man. Everybody know Big Homie CC is cap. Only person believe him is you. Listen, if he not lying, then he the CIA. Either way, he ain't no good. On GD, on Fight Store, on 40s, on Trayfo, on North Carolina, on Sirius.
Well, I'm gonna get into a few topics that's been going on, man. Did you have a chance to check out Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, and Ja Rule on the plane?
Come on, gang. You saw that too. Listen, everybody want to act like Ja Rule. Ja Rule not no right? Listen, Tony Yayo a bitch. Tony Yayo been around 50 Cent for years and nobody still don't know who the he is. Come on, gang. He need to stop sucking 50 Cent dick, right? That's all he do. He don't got no problem with Ja Rule. He don't even know who the Ja Rule is. But listen, I'm gonna say this. You see how they only showed the part when Ja Rule was on the plane, like Ja Rule ran from them. Ja Rule got put out the plane because them wouldn't fight. He wouldn't even fight him. You ain't see that part though, right? He tried to fight him. Listen, one thing about Ja Rule,
I seen that.
He tried to fight him. Ja Rule made like up his ass and shit like that, but he gonna still fight. Him like up his ass ain't got nothing to do with him not fighting. He gonna fight. He fought 50 of them before. They just 50 whooped his ass. See, 50 not, but that ain't 50. This Tony Yayo not 50. Right? Listen, Ja Rule would have beat the out of Tony Yayo. You know it. You know that.
So if Tony Yayo and Ja Rule had a boxing match, you're putting your money on
Every
Ja Rule.
time. Because Tony Yayo can't fight. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. That Tony Yayo got to be gay. He was in penitentiary for a long time. I'll never see him with a... Every time I see him bigging up somebody, it's 50. Right? This got a whole new podcast. Everything he talked about on the podcast was 50. He comparing 50 to everything. He comparing 50 to God. Come on, gang. Tony Yayo name should be 50 Jr. That's Lil 50. That's our mama. Lil 50-50. So I'm like, I don't know about Tony Yayo, gang. Tony Yayo is a nobody. Who the give a about Tony Yayo? I don't know. I give more about Ja Rule.
Now, if you were in that position and you walk on a plane and you see your ops, what are you doing? Are you going to get busy right there on the plane, or are you going to just play it cool?
Let me tell you something, Capone. Right, I'm going to say this. Right, and all the forces know. When it's smoke. And wherever I see you at is the last place they going to see you at. Right, unless it ain't no smoke. Listen, I'm going to say this, gang. That ain't real smoke. That's internet shit. But if I saw somebody that I had a problem with, that'd be the last time you will ever see him. But I don't have problems, Capone, so you ain't got to worry about that with me. Right? But listen, if you got problems in the streets, then when you see somebody, they going to get you. That's why I be like that in the streets, Capone. That's why people always say, oh, don't shoot if the kids are around or you catch in a bad situation, but that same person going to catch you in that bad situation and kill you. So you can't give a fuck about no kids. Listen, you got to do what you got to do to survive. So yeah, Capone, when you see him, you got to get ready to down and get ready to kill him. That's how the streets go on, GD.
So if you see your ops with your kids, you're not going to give them a pass?
No, you can't give him a pass. Listen, because he ain't going to give you no pass. Listen, I'm going to say this. Everybody may see his heartless, right? But in actuality, right, if a person wants to kill you, they going to kill you no matter who you with. So if I catch with somebody, no matter what, he got to go. And that's how it go. Listen, I never met a killer that had heart. Right? How you gonna pick and choose who you kill? Right? When it's time to do what you gotta do, you just gotta do what you gotta do. All right? Ask King Von. He'll tell you about it.
Well, you remember that video of that dude TP from Chicago where they killed him in front of his kids, but they were like, it was kind of a crazy video because they were like super. You know, like they made sure that they didn't do nothing to the kids.
Right. I mean, listen, but all the time that's not possible. You listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Imagine this. Imagine you catch like King Von, and you catch that with his kids, and you don't kill that. The next time he see you with your kids, or you not with your kids, and he kill you. So how you gonna play with your life like that? Listen, I'm gonna say this. Everybody act like you supposed to have morals in the streets. There ain't no morals in the streets. Right? If I see it that need to go, it just gotta go, Capone.
Did you see 50 Cent and Faison Love going at it?
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I don't give a about Big Worm. Why do I give a about Big Worm, gang? Stop playing on me. Do I look like Smokey to you? I don't give a about that. 50 Cent get into it with everybody, but people don't understand that 50 Cent do that because 50 Cent is secretly gay. I'm gonna tell you something that don't nobody know about 50 Cent. You know 50 Cent make his get that gag order where that can't say, right? Right?
Yeah, his
right. And you know that was with Diddy too, right?
Oh, his baby's mom.
And what if I told you that 50 Cent was Diddy first that he bought? Yeah, Diddy used to watch them each other. And that's what she can't say. Look, 50 Cent go both ways too. Like everybody else. Yeah, that's you up. Yeah, that's what I'm on. That's true. Big homie CC can't tell you that. Yeah, you don't want to hear that. You want to hear boo your platform.
Well, you know, some of the big news coming out of Chicago, that kind of shocked the internet, you know, had a lot of people kind of going, man. You know, we kind of seen this a while in the back, and we've been hearing about this for a while, but it finally came out and it kind of ruffled some feathers. But, it came out, some video dropped and a song dropped of NBA YoungBoy and Chief Keef. They linked up, they did a song, and a lot of people are mad.
Chief Keef don't with old Block. They robbed him. Listen. Soon as Chief Keef got on, the first thing old Block did was robbed him. They pressed him. King Von was pressing this. So let's don't give a about no King Von. Listen, and everybody know this. Everybody know this in Chicago. The only people that don't know this shit is the fans. Chief Keef don't give a about Chicago. That Glow Gang. That's what I got on mama. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? I knew that type was gonna happen because Chief Keef don't give a about O-Block. That nigga didn't never say rest in peace King Von. Right? That nigga never said free Dirk. Right? You talk about it, you don't like these, gang. So won't you do a song with it if you don't like that he beefing with anyway? Everybody act like they supposed to be cool, but they not cool. They don't go around on GD, on BD, on Vice Lord.
So you don't feel like Chief Keef should have some sort of loyalty to the place that he grew up in?
They had no loyalty to him when did you know that they took all his jewelry and broke up in his houses and shit? How you gonna be loyal to treat you like that? Listen.
I know about that.
Yeah, so you don't get up about old Block, gang. Listen.
But I don't think it's all of, I don't think it's all of old Block. I was just interviewing, I just interviewed E-Dog, and E-Dog was telling me he was trying to get Chief Keef to come back to O-Block to visit.
Listen, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm just gonna say this. Chief Keef is not gonna go to O-Block because he don't nobody in O-Block. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna say this, gang, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta understand what's really going on because you don't understand what's really going on. Why would you don't with you? I'm gonna take my chances with NBA YoungBoy then, right? Because at least he gonna go over there and NBA YoungBoy not gonna rob him. He already rich, right? This is gonna keep on robbing him. Everybody in O-Block broke. On GD, on BD.
Well, one guy posted, I believe it was Monarch Key, posted it was a picture of King Von, J Money, and T-Roy together. And the caption said, if they were here, they wouldn't dare go against this.
They not here, though. Listen, I'm telling you this, gang. They not here. When they die, they not here. King Von is not here. So whatever King Von say, whatever King Von want to do, it doesn't matter. They lost. Look, O-Block officially lost, gang. Look at NBA YoungBoy, right? He took over. They lost. Dirk in jail going through hell, all right? Listen, they officially lost King Von and they officially lost that war. 4K Trey won. Listen, he should go there and buy O-Block now. And name it 4K Trey.
So you think YoungBoy should buy O-Block?
Yeah, that's what I want. And name it 4K Trey.
I remember Dirk was talking about buying O-Block a while back.
You said who? Can't get the door.
Little Dirk.
Get the door. You said what?
Little Dirk was talking about buying O-Block.
No, he wasn't talking about buying O-Block. He was getting pressed. Listen, let me tell you this, right? He didn't want to buy it. Von wanted it, but Von didn't have enough money. But with anything Von wanted, he just pressed Dirk to do it. All right? So Dirk was just getting pressed. Right? Dirk don't want that shit. Soon as Von died, Dirk got far away from O-Block as he could. That's why every that's connected to O-Block right now is telling on Dirk, because their loyalty was with Von and not with Dirk.
Well, one of the things that happened is Little Dirk was in solitary confinement for like about 3 or 4 months. I know you've been to jail a while. Did you ever have to be in solitary confinement?
Listen, when you got a case like Little Dirk, it's gonna hurt, right? Gonna die in solitary confinement. Listen, he gonna live life on 23-1. They gonna put him under the jail. Listen, I'm not just saying that just to say that. I'm saying that for real. In the feds, when you convict as a crime like that, you don't get no contact to humans. They don't want you touching and talking to nobody. So yeah, he gonna stay in a cell like that, gang. That's what I'm on. That's how he gonna live for the rest of his life, because he's not getting out.
Did you have to do any time in solitary
All
confinement
the time,
when you were
gang.
locked up?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. It's nothing worse to go into solitary confinement for a reason that you don't want to be there. The first time I was in jail, I didn't know nothing about jail, right? So I walk in, and when I walk in, I got a nervous feeling. I really didn't like it. So they put me in a cell with it. The nigga they put me in a cell with was kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, Capone. He looked real scary. So I was like tripping, so I'm like, how can I get out the cell? The only way to get out the cell, I can't check in. I'm a gangster, I'm a GD. So I kind of like took a towel and connected it to a sheet, and I act like I wanted to hang myself. But the problem is they thought I was serious. So they put me in solitary confinement, but I was in a different kind, because in the whole room, it wasn't there but a hole in the middle of there, and I put and piss in there.
So you make it out of the cell you wanted to make it out of just to go to solitary confinement?
Yeah, and that was worse. It wasn't nothing but a hole there, and they had me in a rubber suit.
How long were you there?
Days run together, Capone. I don't know. I know I was there so long that when I opened my mouth, it was bad, because they didn't give us water to brush your teeth and shit. So and they did give me a toothbrush, but the toothbrush was like this big. Imagine brushing your teeth with a toothbrush this big.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.